Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Corporate Gamer Broadcast. Continuing with some Witcher 3. Let's see if that worked.
I see you gather before me. Hungry, terrified, clutching your babes to your breast.
Alright.
Emperor Emir has marched his legions into our lands, laid siege to every fortress from here to the Blue Mountains. Rabid and ravenous, he bites and bites away. Men of the North, you stand at the precipice. Your kings have failed you, so now you turn to the gods. And yet you do not plead. You do not kneel to dust your heads with ash. Instead you wail, why have the gods forsaken us? We must look into the trials we failed long ago. In a time past, our world intertwined with another through an upheaval scholars call the conjunction of the spheres. The gods allowed unholy forces to slip into our domain. The offspring of that cataclysm was the nefarious force called magic. Yet we did not banish it, instead studying the vile arcane for our own power and wealth. And the monsters at our door, the unholy relics of this conjunction. The trolls, the corpse eaters, the werewolves. Did we raise our swords against them? Or have we laid this burden on others? On so-called witches. Stray children taught the ways of foul sorcery. Their bodies mutated through blasphemy.
Alright, let's move forward. Oh. It's loading. Thank you, Wasteland Ruckus.
The Witcher's contact in Velen was to be Hendrik.
Psychosis and Mr. Garf 1988, thank you for the hose.
His mission, to gather intelligence about Ciri. Yet Geralt arrived too late. The Wild Hunt had reached Hendrik first. The Witcher learned nothing from the spy's corpse, but the Wraiths had failed to find his notes. Geralt read them and knew that Ciri had been a guest of the Bloody Baron, a local warlord, and that she'd quarreled with a witch.
Alright, so yesterday we were doing a bunch of side quests. I think I was going to progress in the main storyline, but I wanted to do a few other side quests before we do anything. So we will do just that. Hope that everyone had a wonderful Saturday. Alright. So, world map. Where am I? I am here. Do I go here or do I continue? Let's go here.
Move it.
See where this leads.
Take it easy.
On the road again. Ew there, horsey. Hidden treasure. Oh, it's right over there. Oh shit. That's too high for me. Well then. Actually, let's see something. Let's see if I press the button or not. Oh yeah, I did. Okay. Alright. Let's do this. Alright. I'm probably gonna have to... Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna say right now. Because there's a good chance... Well, that... One-shot kill. That's awesome. Well then. I guess that's a little too much for me. It's like, what's the point of doing side quests if, you know, they're too powerful for you? That's the one thing I find it hard to get. So it starts off really slow, which I guess it's fine because you get to learn how the game works and everything. But at one point, like, I didn't have this problem with Fallout or Deus Ex or any other game. I know I always come back to Deus Ex and Fallout, but that's what I've played. Deus Ex is one of my favorite franchises, and Fallout I just recently played, and it doesn't seem to be as confusing or as limiting as in Witcher. In Witcher, it seems like, well, you have to be a certain level before you do anything, and it's like, okay, but even when you do side missions, it, you know, even when you do side missions, it's limiting in what you can do because okay, I just walked through what is presumably a line, but sure. Oh. Fuck.
Stench.
Well, that didn't work out. Poops. Well then. Uh, Humans don't trust non-humans. Racial tensions in cities where they cohabit often explode in pogroms and blah blah blah. If I'm gonna die a lot, this is gonna suck. It's gonna suck a lot. Balls. Just balls. You know what? Let's just fucking see what quests I can do. Apparently I can do this one, which is fine. This one I could probably do. probably do this one as well. So I'm not that far, but alright, you know what? Let's alright, let's go.
That's it, Roach.
I should be picking up stuff. And I'm not. Why? Because that's the way it goes. Alright, time to ask some questions.
Roots are gonna rot my goat.
Where's the
Never visit the rich myself. Hide my elf.
oh, it's right there.
For the rest, well, she can't bake bread from stone either.
Oh, come on, this new one's not half bad. Short tongue on her, but she helps when there's a need.
Well, I'm being an ass.
Wild hunts take them all. Cross-eyed. And what's a witch with no grey on her head? Not much likely to be inside it.
Isn't this a place where you can?
Seem to know a heap about her.
Don't care much myself.
Hair white as curd. Ah, curd.
Okay,
I'll get the small.
Dad had a sword once too.
maybe not. Oh, what's this?
What happened to your mug?
Oh, finally. TK Theater, thank you for the host.
Might cure him of laziness.
Hey, going up. How's it going?
Good day to you, sir. Need something?
Sorry, just noticed your chat right just now. Oh, it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. It was fun. Even though I didn't chat towards the end, I did still look at it. So I'll try and catch your stream a little bit more.
Got a matter for your village witch. Know where I can find her?
I don't bother with her myself. But ask my man. He'll know. Twerked his back so bad last week he could
He
hardly
twerked,
move.
ha!
So I sent him to the witch. Came back sprightly as a foal.
Where is he?
In the yard, no doubt. Pain's gone, but sleuth's set in now. Should be hunting foxberries to feed our young ones. Marion's lad. Now that man, he knows how to provide for his family. Got some water rats last. They had food for days.
Hunting a witch. Quest updated. Find the witch on your own and ask residents to make quotes about her. Alright.
Enough is enough. Two, three. Your witch sees thee.
Who will protect us poor from the cutthroats?
Oh, finally I can ask someone.
Good day. Heard you know where to find the local witch.
Who told you that?
Your wife.
Daft wench. Leave me be and don't listen to that nattering sow. We've not had a witch, shaman, nor cunning wench in ages.
I don't have much penning.
You sure? Give it a think.
Won't take no for an answer, will ye? Ooh, all right. Know the small pond near the village? Path leads off from it. Follow that till you come across a lone rock. Walk around that, then to the woods. Find the old cart. You're there.
Thanks.
It's just... don't harm her, sir. Word of your kind's reached these parts.
My kind, meaning?
Well, the witch-burning kind.
Don't worry, it won't do your witch any harm.
Witch hunters have been here already?
Nay, but we've heard tell of 'em. So, when I spied you coming, swords and all, straight away I thought tales must be true.
I'm a witcher, not a witch hunter.
What? Not one and the same?
No.
Don't worry, it won't do your witch any harm.
No need to worry. I'm not out to hurt your witch.
Ooh, a weight off me heart, sir. She only arrived a short while ago, but she's frightfully wise. Even pleasant on the eyes, if you like them skinny.
Thanks for your help. Farewell.
Find the pond by the village. Oh, that's another. Ooh, I get another, there's a bulletin board. Alright, let's start reading some stuff. Old Millie's gone mad. Old Millie's lost whatever witch he had left, running around the yard in nothing but nighties, yelling horrible ludities and smearing mud pies on anyone who walks close to the fence. Best avoid his place, especially if you have a freshly laundered dress on. Mysterious dreams. Dear neighbors, I've had these awful dreams where I open my mouth and all my teeth come tumbling out at once, then turn into vile, squirming little things that burrow from the ground. What could this portend? Misfortune? Illness? A barren womb? If you know, pray tell, and I'll feast you to berries and broth. Kramhilda. Rosa. Good folk, take no advice from the peller. When our Rosa fell weak, he said to put her on a pine plank and stick it in a fired bread oven, then count to a dozen 3 times. When we pulled her out, she had burned to a crisp, and there was nothing left but to bury the charred bits. But the peller refused to give back the 3 hard-boiled eggs we'd given him, saying he'd already eaten them. Wolfram and Annette. That's fine. Keep away from the Nilfgaardians. I'll shear the hair off any trollop who fraternizes with the Nilfgaardians, so her baldness will proclaim her shame to all, and I'll carve the face of any peddler who deals with the black ones or provides them a service. A patriot. Last but not least, looking for work. Will do any job for a bowl of soup or a scrap of bread. I've done a bit of cooperating and carpenting and have my own tools. Bolo. Alright.
Looks to be a large stone near the pond.
Alright. A large stone near the pond. This doesn't look like to be a pond, but I love how on the map doesn't actually put this as water or anything. Okay. That was appetizing. So how's your day been since you streamed, kind sir? Oh, I found it.
There's the boulder, now right, and onto the cart.
Let me save this, because I don't want to go back. I'll go right. Right? Ever met these freaking guys? Okay. Necker Eye, Necker Blood, Lesser Blue Mutagen, Lesser Blue Mutagen,
somewhere nearby.
Okay, let's start exploring. Thought I saw something. Maybe not. There we go.
Miss, the cows are wheezing, won't rise from the barn floor. Pus streams from her snout.
Do I look like a dairymaid to you?
No, miss, but you know things. 'Tis our last cow. None other left in the village.
Rest died of hunger, or soldiers let him off. Oh, we're as good as dead without her.
I shall give you herbs. Mix them with water drawn from the spring at midnight, then make the cow drink them. But first, you must clean out your barn thoroughly. Is that clear?
Thank you, miss. 1,000 thanks.
Enough. I've had my fill for the day. Go home.
Vamoosh. Go away.
She's in a foul mood. We'd best come back on the morrow.
Watch what you say. She's quick to iron.
Alright.
Bitch is in a proper fury. Needs a plan.
Where is this place? Oh, it's there. And there's one there. Oh, no, not there. Just about here. Or I thought it was there. Oh, there. Alright. Let's go back.
Anyone home?
Recipe for black eyeliner. Black eyeliner in a pinch. When deprived of professional products, one can mix up black eyeliner from crushed medicinal charcoal mixed with fresh egg yolk and a drop of lavender oil to keep contaminants at bay. Store the eyeliner in a cool place for at most 3 days. Then, make a new batch because the old one has surely rotted. Ingest the remaining medicinal charcoal, for it can only do you good. Highly doubt that's true, but hey.
Ordinary ointment. Nothing special.
Alright. Turn off the phone. Any good books? No? Oh,
Now, where's she run off to?
let's examine that.
Managed to amass quite a book collection.
Alright. She worships the devil, apparently.
A pentagram in chalk.
Letter to Alexander. Darling, I'm writing because you must be worried that I'm still angry. Silly man. You know full well I never hold a grudge long. I forgive you. It's all because of that secretiveness of yours. Is it so strange for me to take an interest in your plague research? I adore watching you at work in your tower. Please, if you still refuse to discuss the results of your experiments with me, at least don't deny me that small pleasure. If Visrad doesn't need you tomorrow evening, come see me. We'll clear everything up over a glass of wine, or two, or more. Your K. Alright.
Don't often see baubles like this in Velen. powerful aura. Must be some artifact or... So this is where she disappeared to.
But how about the basement? Can I come back after? Okay, so let's gather everything we can. Alright, let's go up. And up, up she goes. Alright, let's do this. Wow, that's bright.
Well, nice.
I was wondering how long it would take you, Geralt. I'm upstairs. Don't be shy.
Apparently I can't run there. And that's taking a while to walk. All that for a fucking cutscene.
Greetings, Witcher.
Oh, she's naked. Nude scene.
Missed a spot.
Where? Hope you didn't come to Gaul.
No. To talk.
Turn around and wait.
Okay, she's already half naked. Does it really make a difference?
Kira Metz, deep in the heart of Velen. Thought you hated the countryside.
I can assure you I do. Now more than ever.
Heard a witch lived out here. Never would have guessed it was King Foltest's former advisor.
I'm so pleased the world's still able to astound you, Geralt. I actually envy you that sense of wonder. Common in children, knights errant, and morons.
Someone's grown irritable. Is that any way to greet an old friend?
I believe I greeted you with a pleasant view. Now tell me what brings you here.
What are you doing in Velen?
So, bet you saw this question coming. What are you doing here?
Let me think. Enjoying the country air? Admiring the unspoilt scenery? Or is it furthering the age-old alliance between the city and its breadbasket? No. I'm in hiding, Geralt. Blind to the state of the world? Don't you see what's happening?
Mean the persecution mages now face?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Radovid's new pastime. Pursuing anyone with a whiff of magic about them. Witch hunters. Sound familiar? Murderers scouring the north from end to end. Burning books, hanging soothsayers, torturing herbalists.
Why Velen?
Picked a strange place to hide.
I didn't pick anything. In the north, Radovid's men hunt sorceresses like fish in a barrel. Nilfgaard controls the south. Where was I to flee?
Emperor does keep mages on a short leash, but he lets them live and ply their trade.
Radovid and Emma differ in every respect except one. They share a deep hatred of the Lodge of Sorceresses. And I was a member.
Like playing the village witch?
So how's it feel to be the village witch?
Horrid.
No joy in having the boundless respect and trust of the local peasantry?
They'd respect anyone who could produce hemorrhoid cream.
Been here a while, haven't you?
Long enough for rot to set in. You cannot possibly imagine how much I detest this place.
Back to the topic at hand.
Changing the subject.
Any word from the other sorcerers of the lodge?
Any news of your sisters from the lodge?
None. We can't know too much about one another these days. It's safer that way.
Even tried to contact one another?
I've wanted to many times. But I've no way of knowing who would answer, or who might be listening.
Looking for a certain young woman.
I'm looking for a certain young woman.
Oh, really? Who?
Someone who quarreled with a witch. Or Ciri. Let's be shady and be vague.
Apparently she quarreled with the local witch.
Someone's been feeding you horse shit. The girls around here are too stupid to quarrel with me.
She's not from here.
You're up to something, Geralt. If I'm to help you, you must tell me what's going on. Who are you looking for?
Ciri.
Ciri? Well, now I understand the secrecy, not to mention the brooding, the furled brow. And you say she had some sort of problem with a witch?
So you haven't seen her?
I'm certain I haven't. But recently someone asked me about an ashen-haired woman. He claimed she would stand out from the peasant crowd.
He say anything else about her?
Not so fast, Geralt. No humble plea, no offering for the witch.
How's a few dozen eggs sound? My gratitude good enough?
What's your rate these days? A couple dozen eggs? 3 hens, maybe?
My rate rises with every word you speak. I'm not sure you can afford the information anymore.
You're pricklier than I remembered. Isn't living in nature's lap supposed to be cleansing, calming?
Nature stinks.
Heh.
Oh, sod it, don't give me that look. I know it's Ciri we're talking about. It was an elf, this individual who asked about Cirilla. No flea-bitten Scoia'tael slob either, but an elven mage.
What was his name? What was he doing in Velen?
What was an elven mage doing in Velen?
Well, I tried to ask him, of course, about everything.
Of course.
But you know how elves are. He asked many more questions than he answered.
What's his name?
He say what his name was?
He didn't. And he wore a mask. Very secretive all around, but I liked him. He was intelligent and composed.
He say what he wanted with Ciri?
Only that they were to meet in Velen. He wished to know if she'd arrived before he did.
He leave any message for her?
He leave any message for her?
No, but he asked that were I to meet her, I should lead her to him.
So you know where to find him?
Yes, he said he found a hideout in some elven ruins near the village of Midcops. I'll go there with you.
Why? Think I'll have trouble finding this place?
I've unfinished business with this elf. He promised me something, but he never delivered it. Besides, I know you think as I do, that she might be there. And I'd like to see Cirilla too.
Can we go?
Let's go then.
Yes, let's.
Alright, there we go. Alright. Finally made it some experience points. Woot woot.
This is the place.
Been here before?
No. I was hoping the elf would return as he'd promised, or else his waif would appear. At any rate, I've no idea what to expect from this place.
Well, let's find out.
Wandering in the dark. Alright.
Come on! Gavella Glan.
Is there anything around here? Oh, oh, oh. Wait a minute. Oh, that was it? Dried fruit. Yay. Oh, oh. Mushrooms. Jesus Christ, these controls are so bad. Or they're worse than they used to be. There we go. Let there be light. Other cutscene. Hey, Climby B, how's it going? Welcome back. I don't know why my stream is not, my chat is not working in the.
That means I thought they didn't exist.
Feast your eyes on the non-existent then.
I'm good.
Navigator with them.
What?
As you can see, I haven't progressed much.
Can you teleport us to the other side?
I'd rather teleport us home. Do you really mean to follow them?
Teleport. Hurry up.
Not sure I like any of this.
I have a feeling I'm gonna get shot.
Ready. Follow me.
Damn portal. Wonder where Kira is now.
Okay. Oh, the other ones, there's nothing? Alright. Let's go back up here. Apparently there's mushrooms. And there's nothing else. Alright, let's go. Yeah, it's a little bit slow, I must admit, but it's okay. At least I got some loot. Alright. Let's see where this leads. Anything here? No. I have to admit, it's a little bit slow, and leveling up is a little bit of a challenge. Because I find like a lot of the stuff doesn't give you a lot of experience points or skill points or whatever. It just like... Alright. Really? Really? Screw you. Die. Die, I tell ya. Die, I tell ya. Alright, give me anything good? No. Alright. Yeah, that's the thing. I love the story. Just, you know what it is? It's because we've played recent games, right? Well, at least I've played recent games. Like Assassin's Creed or other ones, and I just find the controls are dated. Should be able to. There we go. something around there.
Kira.
What the fuck is that? What the hell? Oh, at least I got water hags. What the fuck are water hags? Yeah, well, that's the thing. So, I'm playing, and I completely understand. It's not a gripe against the game. It's just, that's the only thing about going back, is that I just find that in the 4 years that it came out, I think games have actually mastered the controller and what the button should be, or the best controller. And I'm still having, sometimes I'm pressing the wrong button because I think I'm doing something. So yeah. Extra, no, that's not what it is. Water hags. Water hags. Folks say water hags are drowners' wives. If that be true, tain't no wonder why they're such ordinary bitches. Ha! Shemhel of Dregston. Some tales mention water hags and swamp bints masquerading as lost old women to lure travelers back to the rickety shacks they build in the wetlands. In truth, only a blind man or a sighted man blinded with drink could mistake the rank sludge and rotting carrion of a water hag's den for a cozy cottage, and the hideous hag herself for an innocent grandmother. Their wrinkled, wart-covered bodies stand nearly 2 yards tall, with skin the color of a long-dead cadaver and stinking of muck and fish. Bony growths 2 spans long stick out with their backs, with hair like a tangle of seaweed and claws that would make a werewolf proud, completing the picture. Alright. Oh, what does you guys do? Venom extract and water hag tooth. Sure. Alright. So... oh, there was something here. Oh, there's something here. Mushrooms, always welcome. Where to go? Oh, there's mushrooms around here.
Ah! Geralt! Geralt, do something! They're crawling out of those holes! Use a sign or bombs, anything!
Stay calm. They're all rats.
I hate rats! Get them all! Ah! Lillard's ah! Lillard's Geralt! Disgusting!
I think I got them all. No, I didn't.
Do you know the diseases they spread?
Yes, I am aware.
Disgusting. Exterminate them, I beg you.
I thought I did, but...
Disgusting!
oh.
Get them off! Ah!
Come on. Why isn't it working? The fuck?
Disgusting!
Okay, something's wrong. Like, I had...
Get them all! Ah! Ah, disgusting!
You don't have the right bomb. Really?
You know the diseases they spread.
So what the fuck am I supposed to do?
Ah, disgusting!
How you like that silver?
Okay, that seems a little bit weird.
Disgusting!
So I don't have the right bomb. Okay.
Get them all!
I guess that worked.
You know the diseases they spread.
The fuck? Thought I destroyed their nest.
Disgusting! Get them all! Ah!
Alright, so I have to figure out. Destroy the rat's nest and signs and with signs or bombs. Okay. That's one. Oh. I would have to read the objectives once in a while, it'd be nice.
You that afraid of rats? Could have annihilated them with one spell. Fine, won't say anything. So what happened to you?
There's something here. Something that distorts teleportation. I've no idea how they managed to get to the other side problem-free.
Wild Hunt's teleportation magic is different. Got specially trained mages for that. Navigators, they call them.
They can have 3 helmsmen and a parrot for all I care. I'll not risk that again.
Let's go. Wild Hunt got a good head start on us, but we still stand a chance.
Have you gone completely mad? We must leave here at once.
Scared, go back. I'm gonna keep going. Need to find out what's the Hunt's doing here. Let's hurry.
Let's go. We might still reach the Elven Mage before they do.
But what does the Hunt want from him?
If that elf has information about Ciri, or if she tried to find him, contact him even, and they sensed her.
Very well, let's move on. Perhaps we'll come across some clues, some trace left by this elf. There's no guarantee the Wild Hunt is going the right way. Gavella Glan.
By the way, Kimmy, I actually followed your channel. I forgot to tell you last time, but are you gonna do this? All right.
Larena Luna. Zevate Larena Lunet.
That's him. That's the elf.
Arvek Tva Ledi.
What was that? An illusion?
No. A morphotic projection.
A what projection?
A what projection?
Something akin to a postbox for mages. Much safer than an ordinary letter, which anyone can intercept en route to its recipient.
Oh, I'm sure I will. I like all. I'm not a fussy guy in terms of games. I watch everything from retro to new to story games to multiplayer, random, random games that nobody plays. I'm up there, so it's fine. My iPad is not I have a lot of retro games. Retro channels that I follow. Kilgore Trout is one of them. I love him. Well, now he's been playing a little bit more recent stuff, but he plays mostly, or he used to play mostly 90s, late 80s till about late 90s PC games.
Message was definitely for Ciri, daughter of the Gull, Laura Doran's heir.
Indeed. It is what the elves would title Ciri. But what was the bit about the sign of her sword? A riddle?
Yeah, not a hard one, no. Not if you know Ciri named her sword Cirel, Swallow.
Come now. Who aside from you would know that?
Might have been the point. Your elven mage secured the passage, hid it, so that only Ciri could find it.
He failed to foresee that someone like you would show up.
Nevertheless, I think he was expecting uninvited guests. Made some preparations. Let's hope the Wild Hunt ran into some obstacles.
Well then, let's go.
Oh, I lost a follower. Oh well.
We'll see.
That sucks. Explore the ruins and follow the swallow symbols. Well, I can at least get that. Actually, I missed one here, apparently. There we go. Ah, screw that. Did I come through here?
An old elven port.
Must have been how they got here by sea.
I wonder how long ago that was.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I have a feeling that I should be saving here. Because, yeah. Well then.
Careful. That oily yellow vapor, it's toxic.
I hardly need instruction from you. I recognized the Vulpine Morel immediately.
Vesemir told me that soon after he'd learned to cast Igni, he tried it out on a patch of these mushrooms.
Terrible idea. What happened?
Well, he survived. And wounds heal awfully quick on young witchers. Come on.
What am I supposed to do? Explore the ruins. Alright. Alright. So, let's see. Loot. I was actually able to beat someone without actually being Fuck. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. So I'm in the middle. So I'm supposed to explore the ruins and follow the swallow symbols. Actually, can I meditate here? this is where I came from. Ah, god damn it. Alright. Alright, corporate. Let's get this done.
Swallow. Seems we're headed the right way.
Alright. And I am a very slow player. And I usually do not get puzzles right away. So just I'm oh, there's things here. Pepper. Nice.
Certainly hope we haven't lost our way.
I hope too. I'll be honest. Search the chamber using your Witcher senses.
Look, it's rather similar to that other pillar with the projection.
Anything for a hot bath.
Mi forte sol esser. Cyril. Mi forte sol esser. Eisila kelpi.
Kelpie? Does he mean that sea monster?
No, that's what Ciri named her mare. Horse could apparently gallop like a demon.
Good name for a horse. So, should we look for it?
Use the Witcher senses to find something associated with Cirrus, horse, Kelpie.
Gavella Glan. I wonder what all this means.
This wall looks weird. Oh. Oh, it just turns it on.
Mi forte sol esser.
Yeah. Okay.
Hunting dog. Can't see any connection to Kelpie.
Must you touch everything?
Well, screw you. Screw you, I tell you.
Geralt, are you all right?
You might say so.
Alright, so there's something down there. How do I get there? Because this guy is fucking known to be like
A sea monster. Looks a bit like a Karen.
okay.
Geralt, what the hell is that?
Another security measure. Damn it all.
Do you think it's a mind game of some sort? You know, can you defeat yourself? Are you winning? Perhaps these apparitions believe they are real.
Sorry, I just don't share your doubts. Know exactly which one is real. Now focus on the fight.
Fuck. Did not expect that. Ah, boy. Alright. I wonder how the TV show is going to be. I know we spoke about it before, but I don't have faith in Hollywood making movies or TV shows based on TV shows. Oh, by the way, Kimmy, what was the channel you wanted to recommend for retro stuff? If you're still here, of course. Come on, these loading times are killers.
Look, it's rather similar to that other pillar with the projection.
Alright, let's go here.
Sirel, ni for de sol eser.
There we go.
Sirel, ni for
Okay,
de
I'll
sol
check it
eser.
out.
Hail sila kelpie.
Kelpie? Does he mean that sea monster?
No, that's what Ciri named her mare. Horse could apparently get.
Good name.
Okay, let's save that here because I don't want to fucking do that again.
Gavella Glad.
A sea monster. Looks a bit like a Karen.
Geralt, what the hell is that?
Another security measure. Damn it all.
Do you think it's a mind game of some sort? You know, can you defeat yourself? Are you willing to? Perhaps this apparition means they are real.
Sorry, I just don't share it. Know exactly which one of you's real. Now focus on the fight.
Angal Stamina!
Alright, I got it.
Anything
Oh,
like this
sweet.
ever happened to you before?
Well,
I will check him out for sure.
a while back, a certain Doppler took a shot at impersonating me.
Yes. And?
He hated being me. Felt uncomfortable. Dopplers are kind-hearted by nature.
The sooner we can leave, the better.
Alright. So use your Witcher senses to find something associated with Ciri's Source Kelpie. There's a thing over there. But I have to find a way down. Let's save. And let's hope for the best.
Drawing of a horse. Clue for Ciri. Must be.
Really? This is such a crock of shit. You can't see anything. How the fuck are you supposed to get the, Like, I don't remember where everything is. It's right there. You know what? Fuck it.
Kelpie. exactly like the last one. Let's see what this does.
Geralt, I don't know what you did, but it worked. Come back here.
Where am I supposed to go?
Look, they're opening.
I thought
Let's go.
that would be something.
Well, now I know what distorted my effort at teleportation. This very portal.
And I know why I landed in that drowner nest.
You should be pleased you emerged from the portal in one piece.
And everyone still wonders why I hate to be teleported.
Thought you were in a hurry.
What is she doing?
I think that's a swallow.
Come.
Sure it's safe.
Of course. The Elven Mage prepared this passage for Ciri. Come on now.
Alright. We've progressed. Nice.
Gavella Glan. It's grown awfully quiet.
Is that bad?
A bit like the calm before a storm. I've a bad feeling about this.
Tyrael not recognized. Intruders. Find the intruders.
Shit. Damn it.
There we go. He's dead. Yes. Woo.
Gavella Glan. And that would be that. I knew we'd manage.
That's so? Make sure and tell me beforehand next time.
My intuition's a fine instrument, Witcher. Don't I? The sooner we can leave, the better.
Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Okay, so where do we go? Here. Be nice to know where I'm supposed to go from here.
Once you finally find Ciri, what will you do? Any plans?
Depends what she wants.
Imagine it. How it will transpire. What will she say? What will she look like?
No.
I'm sorry for getting ahead of myself. At times I forget. We hardly know each other. It's certainly not enough to discuss personal matters.
Not to worry. We'll get there.
Uh-oh.
What? Got that feeling again?
Okay. That did not work as expected. Fuck. Hopefully I don't have to go too much far back. Shit. Indeed. Indeed. Man, I don't know when you played it. I don't know on what platform you played it. Were the loading times this long? Because this is like, it sucks every time you die. You have to spend like a minute, minute and a half just waiting. Ooh, Thomas Happy, thank you for the subscription. I don't know why there's no activity that shows up. My God, the app is stupid. But thank you for the subscription. Really appreciate it.
Gavella Glan. And that would be that. I knew we'd manage.
That's so? Make sure and tell me beforehand next time.
I don't know if you're here, but thank you.
My intuition's a fine instrument, Witcher. Don't underestimate it. I've some very good feelings about you, for instance. In several domains.
Okay, let's save it here. Because, out of curiosity, did the alert go on for the subscription? Alright.
Once you finally find Ciri, what will you do? Any plans?
Depends what she wants.
Imagined it. How it will transpire. What will she
Oh, I
say?
avoided the monster.
What will she look like?
No.
I'm sorry for getting ahead of myself. At times I forget we hardly know each other.
Teleport over there.
We must activate it quickly. I have a feeling another golem's about to surprise us.
Yeah, okay. I don't know why my alerts are not working. But thank you very much, Thomas Happy. Really, really appreciate it.
Look, we've managed to cross the bridge. This is where we saw the wild hunt.
Great. Means they're way ahead of us. Come on.
Gavella Glan.
Wild hunt. Definitely.
They destroyed the mage's sentries. They didn't come here for a friendly chat with the elf.
Meaning you ever thought they might have?
Probably going to be fighting the gargoyle. I'm assuming. Can I meditate here? Probably not. Alright.
Froze them before they could attack.
Shut up!
Seems like I avoided a monster, a battle with the gargoyle for whatever reason.
Esa Jabba doin milin yama. Ren! Shen Sabir!
What is this?
The White Frost. Mage from the hunt summoned it. Can you see all those cracks it's blowing through?
They're too far. We must get closer. I shall shield us with Demetia Crest's surge. Stand at my side. Darian and I.
Ready. Stay close.
Yeah, just give me 1 second. I'm gonna answer your question.
Hey, Nicola. We must close them.
Want me to go?
I'll do it. Just cover me.
fuck, I died already. Holy shit, okay. Yeah, I absolutely love Deus Ex Mankind Divided. I love the series. In terms of the story, I think Human Revolution is slightly better. But in terms of the gameplay, I think they improved a lot of the mechanics. And I really, really enjoyed everything about Mankind Divided. If you buy the DLC, I would get the one that's in the prison, Criminal Past. Don't get the other one. The other one is completely useless. It plays differently from the game. The level design, it's as if they took. So Criminal Past feels like a Deus Ex game, but the other one, it kind of feels like they took them in. They went in the middle of the game. They took a mission that would have been there. They removed it. I have to do this again. Fuck. Okay, you know what? Let's meditate. They took it out in the middle of the game, but like they stripped you of all your augmentations. You have to start from scratch essentially, and it's kind of a bummer. And the explanation they give in the game is kind of weak, so I wouldn't get that. But if the main story, the main game is well worth. It was worth the for me it was worth the price that I paid for, which was full price. But if you got it on sale, it's even better. Especially if you like first-party games. However, it's maybe a little bit more linear than like, let's say, a Witcher, in the sense that it's a full open world in the sense that you can go around and explore, but the story is very linear. So. The fuck? One shot and I'm dead? God damn it. Alright. Yeah, it's really, really worth it. It took me about streaming about 2 hours a night. It took me about 2 months. And it's really cool because they actually built on Human Revolution, so you have a little bit more augmentations, and it's actually really, really cool. And what I love about Deus Ex is that you can have a mission, and there's like 8 different ways that you can get it done. You can be stealthy, you can be full on. I always go for the stealthy side of things. It's really, really worth it. If you want to, give me a second. Corporate gamer. Oh man, I'm back here? What the fuck? I thought I saved. I did save. Maybe not. Yeah, well, that's the thing that's good about the game is that you can do either one, right? And that's really, really cool. Let me see. Deus Ex. So here, is the no, let's do it here. Here we go. Here's my review for the Deus Ex Mankind Divided, and the two the two DLCs. God damn, that was hard to say. Okay, let's save this. Let me save that. See, this is so weird. So on my OBS, okay, let me check to see if that's true. Something's weird. Yeah, it's so weird. On my OBS, I have a new subscription, but it's not on my Streamlabs. So it's on my Streamlabs OBS, but it's not on my Streamlabs regular site. So I don't know who Thomas Happy is, and if he actually subscribed. So, yeah. Yeah, so usually I review, I know it's a cheap plug and I apologize. Usually I release one review per week, or an opinion piece about gaming. It's not my full-time job. I actually have a job. So, yeah. You know what? I hate promoting stuff. I hate spamming people with like, hey, read my articles. But I've been doing reviews for about 3 years now. So if you go on my website, I've had my Corporate Gamer website for about a year and a half, 2 years now. Before I used to have my own personal website. But yeah, you can go dig it right in and look. I do retro reviews, new reviews. Well, new. Some games are new, the ones that I play, obviously. But I do retro reviews as well. A lot of different things, so it's fun. Can I save? I probably can't. No. Can I save? No, I can't. Shit! Alright.
Ready. Stay close.
So is the trick to stay in here and just protect her?
We must close them.
Want me to go?
I'll do it. Just cover me.
What the fuck? Oh, that's why. Now I understand. I understand now. I learned it the hard way. Can I actually save? No. So I actually have to do this all by myself? No, 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 no. The hell?
Hey, Nicola!
Bubble, bubble, bubble. Come on. Shit. No, no, nah. How the fuck you stay in the bubble? Yeah, I try. But I couldn't. Because every time I attack, even if it was small attacks, not the big one, I went beyond the bubble. Yeah. Well, at least I know how my attack plan is. So, I feel good about this. By the way, Kimmy, thank you so much for passing by tonight and spending time on my stream. It's really appreciated. Ha. Root, root. It's really cool. It's a small channel, but you know, everybody that passes by. So I got the flu, and then I got a throat infection, and I lost my voice. So I didn't really stream much. I streamed a couple of times last week, and then work has been pretty intense, so I kind of been getting home burnt. Really, really tired, so I haven't really streamed. However, this week I should be starting again. Okay, so I did save it properly, okay.
Froze them before they could attack.
Yeah, okay. Come on. I'm going through all the cutscenes. I'm sorry. I've done this like 10,000 times.
What? Can't you stand at my side?
Yeah, sure.
Darian and I!
Yeah, it was
Ready.
pretty intense.
Hey, Nicola! We must close them!
Want me to go?
I'll do it! Just cover me!
Fuck it. I don't have Ignite on. No, get back. Alright, got one down. Running low on them.
Hey, Nicola! Angal Stamina!
Alright.
Just one more.
Alright, let's do this. I'm almost there. I think I've done it. I think I mastered what I'm supposed to do. Alright.
Hey, Nicola!
Yay!
It worked.
Woot, woot, woot.
Darian and I.
Ah,
Kira,
nice.
What's wrong?
It'll pass.
Thank you.
That took a great deal of power.
Just don't faint on me.
Now, in your firm embrace, not in your life.
Love to be able to say we could stay here a while and rest.
I know. We must go on.
They blocked the passage. Maybe I can try.
Leave it to me.
The Vela Glan.
Come, we might still catch them.
Let's do this.
Thanks for your help. Pretty tough slog.
Good thing I came with you. You'd never have managed without me, would you? Come now, admit it.
Yeah, never.
Well,
There's a thing over here. Huh. Okay.
he awaits us. Well,
Okay. Let's do this.
You're stubborn to honor.
Geralt, I shall help you.
Step back.
Stop telling me what to do.
I wonder how long you last. Salafatkan!
Geralt, look! He's opening a passage!
Stay calm. Focus.
Salafatkan!
I don't know how to beat him. Fuck. Gwen? Okay, well that didn't go as planned. You know what? I think I figured out what the other guy was doing. The guy that subscribed. I think I know what it is. Maybe not. I thought he subscribed because there's a little YouTube thing on the side, and I didn't see. I don't know. Anyways, I'll have to check it later. Sorry if I'm checking that while I'm playing. It's bothering me that something showed up on my recent events in OBS, and I can't figure out what the hell it is doing. So Kimmy, you've been sticking around for a while. I'm really happy for that. Thank you. I know I keep repeating that, but it's nice. Boot boot. Boot boot. Oh yeah, it's true. You work on weekends? Well, I'm glad that I'm your you get to watch me.
Thanks for your help. Pretty tough slog.
Okay.
Good thing I came with you. You'd never have managed without me, would you? Come now, admit it.
Yeah, never.
Okay. I don't know how the fuck I'm supposed to beat this guy.
He awaits us.
Yeah, whatever.
You're...
Geralt,
Step.
stop.
I wonder how long you last.
Geralt, look! He's opening a passage.
Stay calm. Focus.
Come on.
Not good.
Come on, kill. Ah, fuck.
Another rift.
How do I break his fucking... Yes! I beat him.
Gavella Glad. Are you well and whole? Is it?
Unnecessarily. Let's look around.
If I've my knickers on straight, this looks like the elves' laboratory. Look, the elves have another
Actually.
serum.
Okay, you know what? Save. No, actually. Meditation. Save. There we go.
Watch this message.
After the white frost, spiring ash down dreamy hills, past sparkling waters, Thrannalia drifts, slowly, softly, silently into oblivion. Sage lips blacken, frosted bones quiver, before an ice-bound eye can blink. In distant skies, I will watch your descent.
Cyril, this place is no longer safe. Do not tarry here long. Trust no one, and above all, beware the witches of Crookback Bog. Try to reach the place where last we were together.
Where last we were together, not much to go on. Damn it.
Perhaps it's best he didn't leave a clearer message. The Wild Hunt broke in here. Surely they saw the projection.
They searched everything, and if they had more time, they'd probably have torn the place to the ground. But that doesn't change the fact that we haven't learned anything. Not about the elf, not about Ciri.
Well, we know they were well acquainted and traveling together.
Wonder why they split up.
Wonder why they split up.
Perhaps because the Wild Hunt was on the elf's trail, and Ciri would be safer if they did.
Elf warned Ciri about some witches.
The witches of Crookback Swamp.
Crookback Bog.
Kira, if you're hiding something...
But I didn't say...
Do you know these witches? You didn't mention them in, or why?
Why didn't you say anything earlier? I told you Ciri had a run-in with a witch.
Well, I had no idea you meant then. If I'd told you something, you would have rushed off to find them. But we needed first to confirm that Ciri was here, didn't we? I shall tell you everything now, of course.
Now? After I safely led you through the cave?
I can't believe you'd think so poorly of me. Perhaps you do bear a grudge against sorceresses.
Mm-hmm. Can't imagine where that comes from. You know these witches?
I've never met them, but I've read of them. In an old manuscript I found in one of the huts in the village. It mentions the village witches venturing into Crookback Bog at times, to liaise between the villagers and the crones, the ladies of the wood. The crones appear to be intolerant of outsiders, but they help the local folk. Apparently, they stopped the spread of the plague in Bellum.
What's your take on this?
I'd love to shrug it off as the nattering of so many old women, yet throughout my first fortnight in Velen, I had horrible nightmares. Something was calling me out into the swamps. One night, I decided to enter the dream consciously, render it lucid. I confronted the thing directly. It broke contact at once. Peaceful nights ever since.
How do I find these witches, or the witches?
How do I find them?
The swamps are vast, dangerous, but they say the crones mark the way for peasants who wish to visit them. The manuscript mentions a chapel in Crookback Bog, and from that chapel one must follow a trail of treats.
Treats?
Of course. They didn't read you bedtime stories at Kaer Morhen. All normal folk know that witches live in gingerbread houses poised atop chicken legs.
I'll have to see that to believe it.
Take the tome and read it. I truly do believe you'll find your Sorilla. All right then. As a start, let's look for a way out of here.
Good idea.
Why do we even come?
The Elder Blood. What exactly is the Elder Blood? According to some, see, it pays to actually read shit. According to some, it is a powerful elven curse passed from generation to generation. Those in whose veins the infamous hen Ikair flows. I'm really sorry if I massacre then. Hen Ikair flows are said to carry death and destruction within them, to sow hatred and to and disdain in the hearts of men. It was from this contaminated blood that Ithlin prophesied God. An avenger would be born, a destroyer of nations and worlds. Others claim the Elder Blood is an extremely rare inherited talent granted control over time and space to a degree unattainable even to elven sages. Sadly, few bearers of this gift have been able to control it in full. Jeez, I'm really horrible. This merely partial mastery inevitably leads to sudden outbursts of the power that take the form of unpredictable, uncontrollable, and thus extremely dangerous explosions. Behind the dark legends out of the curse of the Elder Blood lies the truth of these tragic cases. For obvious reason, the bearers of the Elder Blood were always subjects of great interest to the world, mighty and mages alike. The former counted on truth of Ithlin's prophecy, on an avenger being born who would destroy worlds, who they could thus use for their purposes. As for the latter, they hoped to harness the magic of Hen, whatever that is, to broaden their own knowledge and powers. Ultimately, however, all these plans were for naught. The Elder Bloodline broke off with the disappearance of the heiress to the Nilfgaardian crown, Cirilla Fiona Ellen Rhiannon. Oh.
Well.
Apparently there was a second page. Quest items. No, that wasn't it. No, that wasn't it. What the hell is it? The Elder Blood book, yeah. Wasn't there a second page? I'm pretty sure I saw page 2 of... Okay. Maybe not. Well, let's grab this. Loot. The Bear Legend. The Berserkers do not constitute a separate clan in terms of blood or lineage. They are instead a family forged by warriors who have heard the call of the bear and answered it by abandoning their loved ones and joining the community of mountain dwellers. Not every man who seeks to join it is accepted into the Brotherhood. The candidates must first pass difficult trials, which usually end in their death. The last trial is the hardest. It is called the Trial of the Bear's Triumph. But few outside the Brotherhood have ever witnessed it, and none know what those who undergo it must endure. Quite curiously, the inhabitants of Skellige, I think I heard how they spell it. They say it before, but I forgot how they pronounce it. Themselves know very little about the Berserkers, or Veldkarls, as they call them. They do not like to talk about these man-bears, not with outsiders, and not even amongst themselves. Botchlings. Botchlings. Wow, talk about disgusting. You know what they look like? They look like the babies in Dead Space 2. Yep, that's what they look like. Botchlings. Saying a botchling's ugly is like saying shit's not particularly tasty. Can't say it's a lie, but it doesn't exactly convey the whole truth either. Very. Botchlings are perhaps the most repulsive creatures a Witcher will ever have the displeasure of meeting. Born of dead, unwanted babies, discarded without a proper burial, their appearance is that of the partially decayed fetus, their unformed flesh twisted with hate, fear, and malice. These hideous creatures feed on the blood of pregnant women, driven by a mad hunger that most often leads to their victim's death. A botchling will emerge... A botchling will emerge from its lair at night to lurk by the bedside of the expectant mother, draining their strength and that of the unborn pregony as she sleeps. A woman thus beleaguered first suffers from troubled dreams, then fever, delirium, and a general weakening of the flesh. After a few such nights, she is enfeebled and unable to defend herself. It is then the botchling attacks directly, sinking its long, sharp fangs into her body and drinking her blood until mother and fetus perish together. A botchling stands around 1.5 feet in height, but when threatened and if gorged with blood, it can change form. At such time, it grows into a deformed man, hunched over and striding ape-like on its forearms, stronger and fiercer after its alteration. It hurls itself into direct physical combat, gnashing at its opponent or attacking him with sharp claws. A botchling's curse can be lifted by transforming it into a lubberkin, a guardian spirit of the hearth that watches over the family it never knew in the house it never could call home. Axie. Okay. Alright. Oh, there's a thing over there. Okay, so what am I looking now? She's there. There's mushrooms here. Have you ever played Dead Space? Or Dead Space 2? I've actually haven't finished Dead Space 2 yet. I'm hoping to finish it at one point. I've just been very lazy. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? Okay.
Strange. My medallion's trembling, but there's nothing here. What's with this wall?
Really, that's all I had to do?
It's an illusion.
Oh, nice.
I sensed it as well. I expected we might run into such things, so I brought this.
Meaning what?
The Eye of Nehaleni. It dispels illusions. It's easy enough to build, so you're welcome to this one. It's bound to come in handy. And each time it does, you will think of me.
Thanks.
Uncovering illusions. When you notice a shimmer in the air, walk toward it. When you are close, press A and dispel the illusion. Nice.
Simple, isn't it?
Let's see where the passage leads.
Yeah, you know what? The good news is you started with the worst one, in my opinion. And then you're going backwards towards a better one.
Do you feel that?
One is really good.
The flow of fresh air from the left must be an exit that way.
Good. Let's get out of here.
Wait, there's still the magic lamp.
The magic what now?
Lamp. The elf promised it to me in exchange for my help. And since his return here seems doubtful, I must retrieve it myself. If I can find it, that is. Will you help?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'll help.
Splendid. Come then. Gavella Glan. We're certain to find something here.
Nice. Skill points. This is not going to be easy, is it?
Looks like another damned riddle to me.
Oh, nice. The first two really feel like it's a spiritual successor to the Alien movie. You're on a ship, close-knit, there's monsters, there's aliens. Really good. The first one is short. The second one is longer, but it kind of builds on what was the first one. And then, yeah.
translate the inscription? I can decipher maybe a third, but that third doesn't make much sense.
Give me a minute. I was never any good at the high variant of the Elder Speech. Alright. This might seem a bit literal. I'm afraid I can't replicate its sophisticated internal rhymes.
Just translate it to make sense.
Is she showing nipple?
4 guardians, 4 flames.
That'd be
standing
odd.
proud in a line. The first to light his fire dared not march on the end. The second, by the first, played a woeful lament. The third kept close to his faithful beast. The fourth marched not beside the first, yet like the second played a tune, and thus they stood o'er their queen, who slept beneath flickering stars.
Sounds like a riddle, all right.
Okay, let's repeat that inscription.
Mind repeating the riddle?
4 guardians, 4 flames, standing proud in a line. The first to light his fire dared not march on the end. The second, by the first, played a woeful lament. The third kept close to his faithful beast. The fourth marched not beside the first, yet like the second played a tune, and thus they stood o'er their queen, who slept beneath flickering stars.
I have no clue what the fuck that means.
Alright, let's see if we can solve this.
Okay, let's save the game. So the first one wasn't the first one. Well, there's 16 possibilities.
There it goes. Seems we did something wrong.
Oh, that wasn't right.
Seems we did something wrong.
Let's try it. Just gotta figure out the order.
4 statues, each like the other.
Okay, that's one.
Let's try it. Just gotta figure
Wait.
out the order.
Something just happened.
Behind that wall, a movement.
One.
There it goes.
Well, I almost got the order right.
Gavella Glan.
One. 2.
Let's try it. Just gotta figure out the order.
4 statues, each like the other.
I expected for it to take a little longer than that. The integer, thank you for the host. Greatly appreciated.
Looks like so.
Yeah.
Elven Sanctuary.
Whose grave is it? What do you think? No inscription, sadly.
Sign of the gull. If I didn't already know where she was buried, I'd guess this is Laura Doran's sepulcher.
Perhaps it's a monument to her.
Can't see the elves commemorating her this way. Heroine of a tragic legend to some, but most see her as a traitor to her race, who got her just deserts for marrying Cregennan of Laud.
Perhaps the elven mage is Lara's kin. It would explain why he's helping Ciri.
Possible. This what you're looking for?
Uh-huh.
So what's it supposed to do?
I hope I'll be able to activate it. Let's leave this place, shall we?
The mysterious elf. I should read some of these at one point. The mysterious elf. It turned out not only Geralt was looking for Cirilla. Also on her trail, a mysterious elven mage. Like the Witcher, he had gone to Keira Metz to inquire about Ciri's whereabouts. During this conversation, he also revealed that he kept a hideout in the ruins near the village of Midcopse. Geralt decided to follow up on this lead. Though he was not able to establish the mysterious mage's identity, he did learn that he had been traveling with Cirilla some time before, and the Wild Hunt was after him as well. Morven Voorhees. Okay. Geralt first met Keira Metz when she literally dropped on top of him out of nowhere during the infamous coup at Thelaned Island. Keira was defenestrated and nearly landed right on the Witcher's head, and next time Geralt saw her in the swamps of Velen was shocking in a different way. The luxury-loving sorceress was the last person he expected to see in such a grim and barren place. Geralt later learned the reason for this, and Keira's fate gave him ample fodder for contemplating the cruel whimsies of the Wheel of Fortune. Once the esteemed advisor to the now late King Foltest, she had been chased out of Temeria when she lost that ruler's trust. Later, she joined the Lodge of Sorceresses, which earned her the hatred of Redania's king of Nilfgaard's emperor alike. Because of this, she had gone deep undercover, posing as a cunning woman, a village witch of sorts, deep in the Velen boondocks. It was not at all difficult to tell that she despised every minute of this. Eredin, the name of the king of the Wild Hunt, the identity of the Lord of Nightmares, the king behind the frightful mask. This long remained unknown. Over time, however, scraps of information gradually coalesced into a full likeness of our foe, but did nothing to detract from the terror he inspired. The Wild Hunt was in truth an elite cavalry brigade from the world of Ain El, an elder folk, and was commanded by their ambitious and ruthless king, Eredin Braak Glass. He would travel via secret paths through cold emptiness between this world and from ours to capture victims and take them back to his homeland as slaves. The current object of his hunt was Cirilla, whose power he wanted to harness for his own uses. The only obstacle was his path, Geralt of Rivia. Alright, that's enough. Ooh. All right. Sage's Notes, Day 3275. Final conclusions regarding the lamp. My experiences with the magic lamp unequivocally confirm that by using it, active centers of condensed spiritual energy can be coaxed, I don't know why I said that, into contact and can communicate a limited set of beings' last memories. Lara's Doran's remains, however, emit entirely inert spiritual energy despite the violent conditions of her death, which should have strengthened the desired tendency. Lara remains silent. At this point, further research on lamps enabling contact with the dead seem entirely useless for my purposes. Introduction to Applied Magic. Magic is the science of harnessing, subduing, and making use of power of the elements. It is also an incarnation of chaos, which is why no one without proper training should ever dabble dabble in any of its domains. Experts mages make of magic an art, but the road to virtuosity leads through years of practice, study, and hard work, and requires a considerable amount of required inborn talent. Magic was implanted in our world through the conjunction of the spheres, and was discovered by a living, changeable, and controllable being shortly thereafter. The name of the first mage, the one who first discovered this talent within himself and grappled with its power, is unknown. We do know, however, that its relatively short period of time after the discovery of magic groups began to form in which talented beings could work together on developing their abilities. This period is usually considered the beginning of the magic as a science, and these groups, the prototypes of magic schools. The fundamental planes from which one might draw magic power are earth, water, air, and fire. In the tome which you currently hold, each of these will have separate chapter dedicated to it, ordered according to the level of difficulty and danger associated with the element discussed. Okay. Have to go back out, I guess. I have to get my swords fixed. So there's nothing here, right? Like, there's nothing. No, there's literally nothing here. Okay.
Going.
All right.
An illusion.
Nice, I made it out.
At last. But it was worth it, right? You learned something about Ciri in the end. Something important. Do you intend to venture into Crookback Bog? You must tell me about it afterwards.
Don't know that I'll get the chance.
Geralt, there are two types of men. Those who see opportunity and take advantage, and those who forge the opportunities themselves. I've always seen you as an example of the latter. Besides, I've a favor to ask you. So, visit me sometime?
Be sure to stop by.
I'll stop by. You can be sure.
In that case, I shall be waiting.
See ya, Kira.
I'm gonna give me 100 points. Yeah. Let's save. Now, let's go to character. Current level. Damage dealt by Igni also permanently weakens. Okay. Oh, I have to pass level 6. This is still locked. Damage dealt by Igni permanently weakens enemy armor. Affects skills of sign intensity up to a maximum of 15%. Target does not move towards Geralt while he's casting Axe. He increases effective. Target does not move towards Geralt while acting. Okay. This one increases sign damage by 5 seconds. Alter message. Blah blah. Blah. Increases sign damage by 10 seconds. Number. Okay, sure. Guess I have to pick something new. I can't. Oh. That's what I had to do. God damn it. Alright, inventory. Both of these need some repairs. You can only fit this upgrade and I'm matching the currently unused socket. Okay. Fix that. Not as good as what I'm wearing, so I could sell that. There's nothing as good as what I am doing, so can't do anything there. Alright, let's go to world map. Let's save this because I don't want to go through that upgrading part again. Alright. Oh, there's a thing of power. Which is apparently right here. Okay. Oh, it's below. Is it inside? Oh, it's below. Fuck. I didn't call him. Let me call it quits for tonight. I actually advanced somewhat in the storyline. So, and I've been playing for 2.5 hours. I think it's kind of time that I call it quits. So how's work doing? Just chilling out? Having fun? Slow, yeah. What do you do again? If you don't mind me asking. They're too powerful for me. Oh, okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, it's usually the case. You know, it happens to me when I actually watch Twitch at work. I'm actually able to watch while watch Twitch while I work. And yeah, sometimes I just feel like just going back home and going, yeah. So I'm not gonna go there, cause those guys are much higher in terms of those leveling. They are too strong for me. Yeah, depending on where you are. Um, I mean, hockey, it's the All-Star week. Nothing is, baseball is really slow. If you're in the UK, maybe you could have the Premiership or Champions League. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's true. There's UFC. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna call it. Just call it quits here. Well, Kimmy, thank you so much for passing by tonight and staying with me for the majority of the night. It's really appreciated. It's really cool. Thank you for the chat. Next time we'll talk a little bit more. I'm definitely continuing The Witcher until it's pretty much done. Then I'm either gonna jump into Far Cry or Metro Exodus. Probably closer to Metro Exodus because that's in February. So I probably have a better chance of getting this or being further in Witcher 3 by then. But I'm not going to probably play it on release. Have a wonderful night. As I mentioned before, you can go to corporategamer.net where I release about a review a week. Gaming, either a gaming review or an opinion piece. Last week was an opinion piece on cheating. Cheating in games or cheats in games. If that's really cheating or if it's bad. That was my take on it. And you can go to aroundtable.ca where I review TV, music, and movies with my brother and one of my good friends. We have a podcast as well, aroundtable.ca. And we podcast. And yeah, we just talk. We haven't done a podcast in a while. It's been a few months. But we're revamping what we're doing. We want to make sure that we're more streamlined. So once that starts up again, we'll probably be doing it on a regular basis. And that's it for me. So have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful night. And I shall see you all sometime soon. All right, guys. Ciao.